Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Timberborn. Let me kick on the play button here at 3x speed. We're in the middle of our dry season. We did set up a couple very large water tanks. One is still being built and one is actually getting filled up right now. I guess they're sucking water out of this reservoir. You can see the water level is getting lower, or I don't know if that's, I guess you'd call it a little reservoir. But yeah, eventually this is going to get drained out. But we've got plenty of water here in the lake where we've got it dammed off. So we're good there. Also, I think last episode I was wondering if the lake dried out. And I think we've got the answer to that question. I forgot from the previous drought that this whole thing seems to dry out. What does that do down here? So yeah, now if we want a tree farm down here in our southern expansion, we got to take note that the growth is going to get stunted during these dry seasons. So that's something to keep in mind. We can probably go out just about to where the water tank is going to be, and then any further east, and we've got to have some kind of irrigation plan, or we need to dam up over here. Eventually, we can dam the whole lake, but it's going to take a long time, I think, to expand our territory out this far. Before we can kind of dam up the lake. But that would sure be nice because there's a lot of water we could store up. But we'll have to think about it. It might be worth... Now, this is at an extra level deep, too. So there, I guess if we did dam this... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we can't really dam that. But we could dam potentially from here, right? We could try it. We could try and dam this. And that would give us a little bit more green area. We'll have to see. I'm kind of thinking a lot of our expansion is going to have to be, it's going to depend on water that we've kind of pumped out of the river and stored up in these tanks, unfortunately, because that's a lot of beaver work to do that. There's a beaver working the pumps. Like this one, he can't even pump anymore because he's drained this area out. And I'm kind of wondering if we put some dynamite in here, and once we get the explosives and we take this down a level or two, I'm curious as to whether this water pump will be able to, how deep it will grab water from. It doesn't look like that's floating in the air, so we'll have to see. The other thing I was considering is just removing this this dam here because it's holding the water out at this point, and that's not so great. But we'll see. We've got at least one water pump going here. We might want to put one down this way. Probably wouldn't hurt to do that. We probably want a water pump on this side as well. That might be a good idea to do that next, actually. Why don't we do that? We put down the extra tanks, the storage tanks. It probably wouldn't hurt to have another pump over here. I think that's as good a spot as any. That'll work. That should get us another source of water. I'll just put a little pathway there for that. We've got our beavers leveraging the campfire here. Let's take a look at the social well-being. All right, we're at 46 out of 46. So that is good. Nutrition 1, that's our carrots. We just planted a bunch more of those. So we should be in good shape. We just planted a bunch more potatoes. That's the nutrition 2. And then we're in really good shape on the bread here with 3. We've got 700 bread in storage. So I'm just kind of wondering on the storage space. Look at this. We've already filled up this huge storage. So we're in good shape as far as supplies go. We could use more carrots. We could use more grilled potatoes. We don't need any more berries, and we don't need more bread. In fact, I'm wondering if I should just destruct this gatherer's flag here for the berries because it's chewing up all our storage. Let's go ahead and, I guess I can just stop it, right? Let's stop the one gatherer's flag. We'll leave this one here. This guy can access a ton of stuff, but at least it's just one beaver doing it. And maybe we can draw down the berry supply a little bit. It's a little bit high. They think they do satisfy the level 1. Berry satisfies hunger, and if we go to our well-being, let's see, hunger is one of the things. But so do the carrots. They satisfy hunger as well. I'm not sure about that. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm kind of iffy on the berries. I like that they kind of replenish themselves. You don't have to replant them. But I see our supply is so high, and they don't do anything unique in terms of our well-being, because all of these other food sources also, they provide nutrition, but they also provide hunger. And the berries just satisfy hunger. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe we'll take out some of these berries and just plant some other crops or something that'll satisfy the nutritions as well. Maybe leave one little patch of berries or something. But anyway, we will give that some thought later. What do we have here? We have another fire pit being built and our water tank. We've got our water pump. We're coming on to the end of the dry season. How did we do? These little water tanks still have some water, 10 in there. Looks like we've got 32 water stored. If I look at the top of the screen, 31. So we made it through the drought. We didn't have hundreds of extra water, but we made it through, it looks like, or we're going to make it through. Now as I speak, it's down to it's going down to 0 here as I say that confidently. We've made it through the drought. We're actually going to hit 0 probably before the end of the drought. Now that's too funny. Talk about jinxing it. But for the next drought, we'll be better prepared. We've got the water tanks. This drought's almost at an end. I think once daytime comes, we'll have this at least one water pump going. This one just has nothing to pump. And we've got another water pump being built here. So hopefully this water pump will get us through. You know, we're going to have some thirsty beavers. You can see, I'm starting to see little thirst icons showing up. So we're kind of cutting it close. Now we're going to get at least one pump running. I think that's going to be it though, just this one pump. So hopefully that pump can hold off or can satisfy all of our beavers in the near term. The wet season's coming, but it's going to take a while for that water to get here. We could bust out this dam temporarily. What? Well, it takes 20 logs to build it. Right now we've got 346 logs. Let's just see how this is going to play out. I'm just kind of watching our water. We've got 1 in storage, 4 in storage. You might be able to keep up. It might be enough to stop them from starving of thirst or dying of thirst. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to squeak on by. Here comes the water, and that will in effect get us one more pump up and running as soon as that water crests over. And the last time when the wet season came on like this, I think we saw the land flood over here. So let's keep an eye on that and just see if we can detect any ill effects. So you see here the water. Now the water's rushing in. Okay, that is filling up pretty quick. And now, is it going to spill over again? Yeah, it is. Not much. Not much. And then the dam's letting it out. So that was pretty benign. Not too much to worry about, I don't think. And there goes our other water pump. So those guys are going to be busy. Our third one looks like it's ready and manned and beavered, I guess I should say. We still have some thirsty beavers running around the colony. But with 3 pumps running, I think they should be all right. As long as they make it through the night. Now, a lot of them are going to be heading into bed. So we didn't get a full day's pumping of water. Hopefully they make it through the night. We don't see any dying. We've got 8 jobless and we've got 13 homeless. So we got to start building more lodges faster, it seems like. But it feels like we just built these 7 pretty quick, but they seem to be reproducing faster. So, yeah, for today's episode, we need to get, I think we're okay on water. We need to get more lodges, and we need to get that paper mill going. It looks like our trees are getting cleared out here. That's awesome. We need to set up a tree farm. We don't have much space to do it. Unless we start building a mega dam here. And we could do that. Boy, it's going to take a lot. It's going to chew up a lot of our logs. We could, It's going to be so long before we can expand over this way. And if we dam over here somehow, that is going to help. Boy, oh boy. That's a tough one, huh? I can't even tell exactly where that's going to come from. Looks like this guy. We would start it here. Let's see if we can even build it. Oh, and levy is 120 science. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this. I think we're okay on science. We talked a couple episodes back about how the levy is what you want on your lower levels of your dams. So they completely block the water. They don't let anything through. And then your dams is what you want on the top. So let's just let's get some of this going, and we'll just see if this builds, if the beavers can even get to it. I've got a lumberjack flag here. I've got the builder flag here. Yeah, they can't even get to that yet. So let's see. I could drop another builder flag. Set under labor, builder flag. That would maybe, can they get down there to even build that? I think we'll find out. I think they can reach down one level. It's got to be close enough to the lodges too, where they can actually work there. Let's rotate this around. I think this will do. Can I get that? I'm going to pop it right there. So yeah, the idea is if we get the builder flag here, maybe we can start building a dam all the way across this way. That'll store up a bunch of water here, and hopefully the effects of that will allow us to have a decent sized tree farm here. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Again, we can get some more housing going over this way. Let's see. We could mirror this. Why don't we try that? Okay, we're going to need... I'm going to do this carefully here. Just going to have 2 levels for now. Kind of wanted to work out the stairways to go higher than 2 levels, but I can't seem to figure out how that's going to work. Seems like it shouldn't be that hard. Maybe at the ends, let's see. Let me just think this through for a second here. So if they were to go up, and then there was a platform. So I'm just experimenting with this. We'll see if it gets anywhere. And then they need a way to go up again. Let's see. So there's a platform going that way. And now if they want to go up again, how can I do that? I could put stairs here, but then do they need another whole row? Like if I do stairs there, again, we may tear this down. I'm probably wasting some logs, but I really want to figure out just how I can do this. The challenge comes anytime I want to build something on top of these stairs. So 150 science, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and unlock the double platform and see if I can place that on top of a stairway. It looks like I can. That may be the answer that I was looking for. So let's see. These guys are going to come up, and we're going to have another floor. I apologize if this is boring, this part here. So they come up to this floor, and then bear with me here. Bear with me. Let's just see here. I'm thinking of trying to put a stairwell over here. Just trying to think of how that's going to work. So now that we have that second, let's see, that second platform, I'm going to go ahead and delete all the stuff I just did. And you can skip ahead if this is driving you crazy. I won't blame you. But I want to build up, and I need to learn how to do it. So let's just see here. Again, skip ahead if this is driving you nuts. I don't blame you. Won't hurt my feelings. But I want to figure this out. Let's see. So we got a stairway going up. So they can get to the bottom floor, right? So we'll have some lodges on the bottom, but I want a way for them to climb up, get to a level, right? Get to a new floor effectively. So that would be here, and then maybe a level of lodges above. So on this floor level, sitting on top of other ones. So they'll need a walkway to do that. So we got to have a floor this way. And then once they come up, if they want to go up another floor, can I do this? Can I say, go ahead and head upstairs? Boom. And now in order for that to work, they're going to have, here's a double. And this is going to be a little hokey here initially till I get it figured out. So now you're on the next level, right? So here is that floor. And again, the lodges would be over here in this area. I got to clear out some of these trees. But I think that might work. Let's just start with 2 levels and see how this goes. We're going to chew through some logs experimenting with this, but I really want to see if I can get a little high-rise going. And let's mark these trees for being chopped, and then we'll see if our lumberjacks can even get to this area. I don't know that they can. So chop all those trees. We'll look at our lumberjack flag. I think if it's right here, we're in good shape. Yeah, they can get to all that. They'll chop all that down. We've got a little bit of storage left. Let's go get another water wheel going and get planks in this area. We can get our builder flag to, let's see, can he reach out this way? He can't, and this one cannot either. We're going to need another builder flag out this way. We need to clear out all these stumps. These guys can still reach these trees, so hopefully they'll take all those out. Let's go ahead and we'll wait for those trees to grow. Let's put down another water wheel. It's kind of free power. Power, water wheel. How about somewhere over this way, close? And this is just going to be planks, I think. How about, let me get a little closer so I can see. We'll put a water wheel there. And what did I do? I must have just hit pause. Let's go back to 3 times speed. So that's there. And then maybe our planks. Do woodworking, carpenter. How about, I want to have enough room to route the power from that water wheel back to, let's see. That might do it. We'll give it a shot. All right, back to power. Let's do, I think here we're safe doing a T. I'm going to zoom in here so we can see. I want to make sure I can send power further south. So that connects up, and we've got an attachment to kind of bring power south as well. That should be good. And then we'll just do a straight shaft. We'll rotate that, and that will power our carpenter once that's built. Then we can start chewing up some of these logs and hopefully create some more planks. Let's see how we're doing. 65 planks at 73 gears. 509 logs. We're good on that front for now. Let's see. Grilled potatoes. We're finally getting an inventory that's sticking there. So that's good. Carrots? I kind of would like to see more carrots, to tell you the truth. We may need to plant some more down here. This may end up all being farmland down here. I think the water wheels, we may move off of those. If we look at power down the road, we can do this engine. Now, it takes metal, but this just burns logs, and we can have power wherever we want. And we don't have to worry about losing power in the dry season. So I think that's our long-term solution. We do need to have more lumberjacks, right? So it's not just about not having a beaver working on one of these hamster wheels. You're still going to have beavers being consumed, planting those trees and harvesting those trees so that you can power your engine. But then you don't have to get too crazy with routing the power. You can just set that up anywhere you want. But for now, we'll have at least one more water wheel, and we'll probably mirror this or closely mirror this. We'll see how fast we chew through those gears. Like I said, we've got 75. We probably won't need another gear thing here, but I do think we'll probably keep that carpenter moving. Some of the buildings that we're building do take planks. So where are we at? Let's see. Our water tank is still being built. What is he waiting on? That is planks. So we just mentioned that. We probably need to get a big old storage thing going over on this side of the island too. Or island, this side of the river. Got our builder's hut there. Have they started on this at all? Let's see. It doesn't look like it. Let's click on the dam. Can't get all required materials. Just needs logs and can't seem to reach the log pile. Now, it looks like it's in range to me. Do we have pathing there? Is everything cool? Maybe it's just a question of putting some path here. Let's do it. It might be all that's needed here. Let's drop some path in front of the entrance to our log pile. That may do it. And then we can get that dam started. We've got a kind of a surplus of logs right now. And again, if we can get that dam built, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that much more water here, but that will really keep this green for us. And it's that much less water we need to pump out by hand and haul into tanks in terms of keeping this land green through the droughts. So I think it could be worth doing. Again, it's going to take a while for us to really expand off to the east here and potentially dam up the whole lake, which would be pretty cool. Let's see how our water tank that is built is doing. He's only got 10. We probably need to put another water pump down on this side. I wonder if I can squeeze one right here. I don't want to run out of water in the next drought. And, we keep getting more beavers day by day. We've got more beavers coming. So it's one of those things that can sneak up on you. And I don't want to get caught off guard. This is fine, but then the entrance is blocked, so I don't see a good way. I'm missing it. There's probably right there, right? That looks perfect. So that is about as space efficient as you can get. Let's pop one there, and we'll drop a path down for looks and function. And we'll get another pump going. And then this pump will also run during the drought when we've got this area dammed off. So we'll have 3 pumps going here at a minimum during the next drought. And eventually, though, this little section of water that sticks around during the drought, eventually that will get pumped dry, just like we saw this little lake or reservoir get pumped dry. But it'll get us a lot more water. And we can store up a lot of that in our large tanks. And that's a pump that'll probably be going every day, all day. And then eventually we want to expand up to the north here. We've only got a few minutes left in this episode. Let's take a look. We didn't get to paper production, so let's take a look at that real quick. We know we're going to need power. So where is it? Paper mill needs 80 horsepower. And I'm thinking of running that off the water wheel for now. That is going to hurt our supply during the drought, but let's just see. The water wheel gives us 290 horsepower. We lose only 50 for the carpenter. So that leaves 240 horsepower. We can actually maybe run 2 paper mills off of this. Yeah, we could eventually do that. Let's put down one of these paper mills here. Let's see. I'm going to rotate a little bit so I can see. I don't know. We might want to... we probably don't need a path between those. I'll leave room for a path just so we have it. But yeah, I'm thinking paper mill here. And then where does he have a little walkway? He does. All right. All right, let's pop that guy down and let's route some power to that. And then we will probably be ready to wrap this one up. Let's go ahead and grab the power. I think we can just use straight shaft for a bit. Boom, 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 boom. And then here is where we want another one of those connector guys. Let's do a 4-way. Costs us 1 more log, but it's probably the safest bet for expansion. And then we just need, 1 more straight shaft. We'll pipe that power in. Boom. It does make it hard. They can't walk through here, I don't think. We can put stairs and walk over these things, but we'll cross that bridge literally when we need to. Right now we don't. We've got our experimental staircase going here. That's chewing up a bunch of logs and planks. But hopefully it's an investment in the future. And if I can figure out how to do these staircases, then yeah, that'll affect the shape of our colony going forward, because we can build some high rises. And if I can get a staircase that goes up 10 high, it might be kind of neat to see how high we can take those lodges and stack them up. All right, this water tank's only got 16. And our other big guy has only got, well, it's got 60. So they're slowly filling those up. So yeah, we might need more water pumps as we go on in the game. We've got, what do we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe we remember to leave a little room over this way for more water pumps, because that is a fixed resource. We can't really get more of that. I guess as we blast out, again, that paper mill is going to be half the journey once that gets built. But once we get the explosives, we can start creating some canals. Again, I've said it 1,000 times. I think of going up this way somehow. I'm not sure how these 2 levels of ridges are going to impact our plans. I don't know of a way to carry water or have water travel uphill, other than just, carrying it into tanks, pumping it from the low area and carrying it to tanks. But it'd be nice. We may have to blast out a couple layers of this stuff. And if we want that canal to kind of carry through to this area way up north. And then we also got a little more iron there. So that'll help, or metal. That will help. Let's see how we're doing on potatoes and such. So all of our potatoes look like they are getting grilled. We don't have any in stock. So that's telling me we're going to need more potatoes somewhere. It's possible we set up an irrigated crop up here somewhere. If we look at the water, there are irrigation tanks, irrigation towers. They don't cost too much in science. Now that we're humming along on science, the research points aren't too much of an issue, or at least they haven't been. But they will be when we get to the monuments, because we're talking thousands over there. And then let's see. Decorations we've got. That'll help aesthetics and increase our average well-being. And leisure. These guys aren't too expensive. The carousel is 700 science. But I'm kind of thinking that metal is the bigger holdup. Anyway, well, let's call this one an episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you stuck with me in this journey, I definitely appreciate it. I like having you here along with me as I learn the game and we build our first real beaver colony of any size. Our expansion southward looks like that's going pretty darn well. We'll see on the experimental staircase. If you skipped through that content, no problem. If it drove you crazy, I apologize for that, but I want to learn it, and I might as well learn it here on on camera, so to speak, so you can learn it too. And if you already know all about it, go ahead and put some tips in the comments, both for me and for other viewers, because I do want to leverage that ability to build high. I think that just makes a lot of sense. And we won't go so high that it looks crazy, but I want to figure that out, and you need stairs to do it. Anyway, wrap this one here. If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. That helps my tiny channel grow. I would really appreciate that. But for now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying I will see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching.